Hello everyone, welcome back to the World Cup, the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, where none of the matches have actually been held. Today we're playing the Netherlands in the quarter-finals of the World Cup. Here's the team for today. Very few changes, the only main one being that Saul has been replaced with Rudiger in the centre of defence. And that's it. That's the only change that we're making today. I was tempted to change Kimmich over for Henriks, but of course with Schultz injured, thanks to the really brutal tactics of the Slovenian players last game, we've had to play him at left back, and actually he's not a bad left back at all. He is naturally right-footed, but he can play on the left-hand side of defence. It's just that his crossing is going to be massively affected as a result. The rest of the team picks itself. Werner starting again up front after a fantastic performance last time. We're definitely going to have to try and get some time on the ball for Thomas Muller today. But it depends how things play out. Maybe we could play him. I think maybe we could play him on the left-hand side. No, he can play more naturally on the right-hand side of a three-man attack, but he can play on the left as well. And it would make more sense to have him cutting in on his right foot if we were going to be playing that kind of formation. So, Holland in their traditional orange with white shorts and orange socks, versus Germany in their traditional white shirt, black shorts and white with black trim socks.
Well, hello and welcome.
It was a good result the other day playing Slovenia. We managed a 4-0 victory. It took us an hour to get going, but once we did get going, there was no stopping us. Hopefully, we'll get going a little bit quicker today.
Easy games from this point on. Every team here is here on merit.
And immediately Holland are passing the ball around like some sort of Barcelona. And this is a problem because I don't defend well against teams that pass.
Simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much
oh dear.
So much passion.
It's not going well so far. Okay, here we go. Playing it out of defence now.
Very eager to play down any suggestion that their side was favourite to make the semi-final.
Managers, Peter, I've heard that once or twice in my time, and to be honest,
nearly.
They're probably right. Telling us what they'll have said in the dressing room is probably another way of trying to spark more from their teams. And if they can find a higher level of performance at this stage, then you never know, they could go all the way.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
Oh, it's a good first chance. Brandt on the turn, hits it left-footed, doesn't really stop to look anywhere else. He sees the goal and he goes for it. It's a good effort, it's a good save.
Goes for goal!
Oh, a cheeky attempt at the near post there. Was that Timo Werner, I think? It was indeed. He is absolutely full of confidence, this boy. He'll try anything. Although, if I was being honest, I would say there's a very good chance that that would not have gone in.
Berghaus.
And that goes out of play for a throw. That's good hustle by the German forward players, putting pressure on the Dutch until they had to put it out.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to
good front-line pressure. I'm liking this from the German boys today. They're really on it.
Berghaus. The Netherlands seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that. Well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Kimmich tries to get it forward quickly.
There's a chance. Oh, he's turned it round the post. Great goalkeeping.
Great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful.
Not sure who the goalkeeper is for the Netherlands today, but he's absolutely justifying his selection.
Berghaus drives it forward.
There we go, just about managing to get it back to the
That is pretty
goalkeeper.
much the end of that.
The weight of that pass, not quite right, but it was dangerously close to being very, very good.
Hoists it forward.
He's just
And
offside there,
he's
Werner.
straight offside.
He's going to have to be slightly more aware, slightly more alive to the possibility of a through ball.
Berghaus, Memphis Depay.
Oh, that was a
Werner.
risky pass, but it paid off. And there's another risky pass that
Played forward.
doesn't quite manage to pay off,
That's
but
the end
it
of
does
that.
put
all
pressure on the
started well
Dutch.
enough.
And we might be able to win this ball high up and put some more pressure on them. No, they're able to get it out wide.
Berghaus. Berghaus is
And he's
tilting down that left-hand side.
insisting on trying to beat the fullback.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Looks to dink one in. What an adventurous run from a defender.
Kicks the ball in.
Berghaus.
He likes running with the ball,
Played into
Berghaus.
the middle.
Oh, it's good control, but the defender
Still
equal
looking.
to it.
And this could be a German counter. Done very well to intervene.
A little bit too rushed,
Keeper's got good distance on that.
but no matter. Rudiger there. Oh, Rudiger beaten far
He's
too
got
easily.
away. Could cross it here.
Goalkeeper does well to retrieve the
And
ball,
the keeper's in command.
but Rudiger really put him in some trouble there.
Forward it goes. Germany keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Well
Ooh,
played.
nearly.
He saw that coming.
Saw the run, couldn't
Werner
quite get the ball
Really
into
got
the
caught
path of
in the
his
trap
teammate.
there, and he just couldn't
They've
get
got
out.
an option out wide and they've taken it.
Played down the flank.
Oh, it's just gone over. Rudiger did a good job in putting the player off.
This was all about good movement.
Got
in
under the ball
box
slightly
just to
too
allow him
much,
to
which
get
is
to
why
it.
it ended up flying over the net and over the bar, sorry.
Henriks. Referee's given a throw.
Really not getting many options to pass here. Slightly worrying about that. I'd like to see a little bit more support for the player in possession.
Oh, now would certainly liven things up. And it's Sané. Oh, well defended. Had to be
Werner.
done. Ginter. Werner. He's in.
There's a chance. It's 1-0. 1-0 to Germany. The number 19.
Always such a great time to
Havertz
score.
with the
A
goal.
Brilliant boost before you head in for half time, and you can guarantee
In a very
that dressing
advanced
room will be
position, but
buzzing
that
now.
is the advantage of having two attacking midfielders playing in behind the front three.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever
A simple
movement,
finish
and
in
when all of that is
truth.
synchronised with the right pass,
Goalkeeper
that's what
really
happens.
should be looking at himself, thinking he could do better to save that there.
Germany have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it? Questions were asked, but he's given the
Back
answers.
to goalkeeper. No danger whatsoever there.
Rudiger.
Oh, Rudiger making danger,
That's a good foot
and
in
he's
there.
helped out by Ginter.
Royce. And there's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one still had its moments. And
Not a bad
ultimately
first
produced
half.
just one goal.
Pretty happy with the score. Rudiger is really going to have to buck his ideas up
That
though.
certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Germany come off having scored the only goal of the
Brandt
game so far. It's
unable
been
to
tight,
run onto
it's
the
been
ball.
exciting.
Goalkeeper comes out.
There is certainly plenty for
Schulzen.
us to chew on during the break.
He gets the credit for those two great saves in
We're
the
already
first
into
half.
the second period. Germany carrying a one-goal lead. And it's got through.
Kimmich needs to be alive to this.
Keeps everyone guessing. There are a few waiting for it.
they end up double teaming him, but the effect is what was required. They do win the ball and get it out of play. Cross deflected, it will be a corner kick.
For a corner kick. Gets up to head it.
And the Dutch are looking dangerous at the
Good
corner.
effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And I'm not particularly happy with how Rudiger's playing. He was taken off of the ball a little bit too easily at one point in the first half. So I'm going to take him off
for a change of
and
personnel.
replace him with Tar, who is a bit stronger. Hopefully that will give us a bit more solidity at the back, certainly physically.
Henriks. Werner. Brandt.
That's nice.
He's in.
It's very
Sane.
nice. Oh, easy second goal. Sane would be absolutely shot if he'd missed that. And it's 2-0 to Germany. Easy going. Brilliant passing play.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been...
He saw he was being
obviously
blocked
worked
off.
on the
He
training
had a man
ground. He
out
knew
wide.
exactly
He
where
used
wanted
him.
the ball,
And Sane was
it
there
all
to
came
apply
good.
the simplest finish. That'll do.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. What a good way to assert your authority for this second period.
Sane's
They were
all
prepared
over
to
the
commit
pitch
numbers
now.
forward into
He's
attacking
winning
positions,
tackles, he's getting
and the
forward, he's
risk has
getting
been
back.
deservedly rewarded.
Influencing this game from the right-hand side. Definitely the best side to play him on, with his stronger foot being his left. He's able to cut inside on it to a much more dangerous effect.
Ginter. Out to the left it goes. Brandt. Werner.
Oh, come on.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Really frustrating that he's unable to win a free kick off of that. It was a brilliant move, and because of the little jolt that he got from the Dutchman, he was unable to make it count. Here comes Justin Kluivert. Patrick's son, of course. Good player in his own right as well.
Wijnaldum. Kluivert.
He's tricky, he's
left his
pacey.
man.
It's a good
brushed off the
combination
ball
of things to have as a
Well, the
winger.
crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Sané. Hits one!
Oof, and he meant that.
Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Probably should have played the pass in truth. But when play opens up like that, you can't help but get a little bit excited.
And that attempts a clearance. Brandt. Goes for goal!
Oh, he's unlucky there.
Oh, nearly.
Timo Werner counts himself very
That's a
unlucky.
little unfortunate. He
Nice,
had a lot
simple
of people
passing
worried
move. Opening things up for him, and he just puts it the wrong side of the post. Fullback is going to be beaten all day in the air like that.
Accurate.
He's a short little player.
Great strength on the ball.
He's not got the physicality to be able to...
Werner.
Oh dear, Werner.
That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Brandt. In comes the...
In with a header!
Oh,
Cleared away.
Goes for it!
that's a decent shot,
reputation
but
is
the
better than what
goalkeeper,
we've
if
just
he'd let
seen.
that in, would have been very red-faced.
Dinks one in.
Early cross.
Oh, Red, he sorted that out. Brandt. He's got options out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Steered forward. Van Dijk tries lifting it over. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I think we might make a change at this juncture. Did say earlier that Thomas Muller deserved to get some more game time, and in truth, I've probably left it a little bit late. But he's going to get a game. He's going to get some time out there. Also, what else can we do? Emre Can. No. Draxler hasn't had a game in this World Cup yet. He can come on for Royce. And who else? Who else? Who else? Yeah, go on then. We'll put Chan on for Ginter. Have we already used all of our subs? Yes, we have.
Now
Oh,
some
well,
movement on
that's
the
embarrassing.
bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Now it's Draxler. Sané.
Ah,
He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
that's well
Keeper's
taken
ball.
by the goalkeeper. Brilliant piece of keeping. Long throw. Finds his man though.
Henriks. Lobs it in gently. Here it comes.
Oh, the Dutch turning
Gorgeous
defence
control
into
there.
attack with
Whipped
ease.
in.
Goalkeeper though, again, able to get hold of the ball very easily.
And the counter is on. Henriks drives it forward, and he's cut it out. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's a throw. Danger averted for now. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
And it looks as though that is probably going to be it. We're 3 minutes in to 3 minutes of extra time. Lobbed forward into the
And that will
midfield,
be
and
the
there
final
is
act.
the final
Germany
whistle.
through to the semi-finals.
2-0.
The trophy almost touchable. We cannot help but
A
fancy
good
them.
game, a good solid
Look
game.
back on the game then, Jim.
Yeah, they had a game plan.
The
which
Dutch had
was
their
about
moments, but
hammering
Germany
away
in the end
central
just too good
positions,
for them.
and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Let's have a look at the other results today. So Spain beating France 4-1. Italy 2, Belgium 0. Unfortunately, Belgium's progress halted at the quarter-final stage, and Brazil beat Uruguay 1-0, meaning that the semi-finals of the World Cup are as follows. Spain versus Germany in the first half of the group, and in the second half of the draw we have Brazil playing Italy. So there will be a former champion's name rewritten on the trophy at the end of this tournament. Hopefully there has been a little bit of progress with the negotiations. Indeed, it looks as though there's been some news about a negotiation that we did enter into. Now, I don't know if anyone's going to be interested in this or not. Certainly, I don't know if they're going to be impressed. I don't think that this is going to... Okay, it didn't work out in the end. So, Ruben Neves, who plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers and is an absolutely fantastic player, he is on the transfer list. He's got a market value of £73 million. I thought, okay, if he's on the transfer list, then they want to get rid of him. Let's offer them half of what they want. So I offered £36 million, and obviously that wasn't good enough because they have rejected that offer. Now, Ruben Neves would be a fantastic addition to the team, and if I can get him, I would love to, but I am really reticent to pay £73 million for the guy, especially when he's on the transfer list. So, with that being said, I'm going to add him to listed players so I don't forget about him. It looks as though Bodmer is not going anywhere until we can sort this out. It might even be that we end up keeping hold of Bodmer after all. As far as defensive midfield options are concerned, there aren't a huge amount. The only other two that I'm kind of interested in at the moment would be Zakaria, who I can't remember who he plays for at the moment, but he's a good all-round midfielder. Not necessarily an improvement on what we've got, but certainly he gives us some versatility in that area. And the other player would be Elvedi, who's more of a defender, but he can do a job as a defensive midfielder. Both Swiss, both playing for teams outside of the game at the moment. I will have to pay for them. Elvedi is worth 40 million and Zakaria is rated at 33 at the moment. Toussaint is also a player that I've been somewhat interested in. He's been on my list for a long time now. Looking at him, he's fantastic where it comes to winning the ball, defensively aware, he's aggressive, he's resistant to injury, which is very important to me, and his form will always be pretty decent. He's also not terrible with his weaker foot, which, you know, when you're in the middle of the midfield and you're trying to get rid of the ball quickly, it's not a bad idea to be able to do that. Now, what's he rated at? 80. So he is an improvement over the other players. He's very physical. He's got good stamina. His passing is actually quite decent as well. He can head the ball. He can jump pretty high. He's 185 centimeters, so about 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". So he's a decent player in the centre of the park. So he is also an option for us. And the other option, who, if I can find him, here he is, Doumbia. Now, I've mentioned him a couple of times before. I think this guy is criminally underrated. Now, defensively, not as good as Toussaint or the other players that we've mentioned. But he's very good passing-wise. He could play across the midfield, either as a defensive midfielder or as a central midfielder. He's 24 years old. He's got a little bit of time to still develop. You know, he's look at that. He's still developing. He's leveled off a little bit here, but I think that we could get him developing again if we try. He's cheap, and he's good physically. He's got great stamina, so he's another option. But I feel like if we bought him, we'd just be adding another of the same to our ranks. So at the very least, I'll be going after Toussaint. I think Neves is like a dream option for me, and I'll probably go back in for him in time. But for now, that's all that she wrote on that one. Let's just check our messages. That's just to say that Neves won't be signing for us. Okay, so that will do us for today. Tomorrow, or whenever the hell the next episode is, we will be travelling to Estadio Beira Rio, which is probably in Brazil. And we're going to be taking in Germany versus Spain in the World Cup semi-finals. Until then, thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.